Amy here from Amy's Planner and welcome back to my channel. I have a little Kikki K haul and I think it's really cool. So let me tell you a story. I don't really use ring planners. They're not my thing. You've probably seen me use them in the past because I wanted to try something new and I enjoyed using them, but ring planners really aren't my thing. I prefer TNs or discs or my Hobonichi, so, you know, a bound planner. So I haven't really purchased anything from Kikki K in ages because they haven't really been doing things that are in my style. I think their planners are gorgeous. I think their like collections are really fantastic. So I like looking, but I don't usually buy anything. And then they had their warehouse clean out sale, and this is before we found out that they were so, you know, the sale started when they went into voluntary administration, and it was really sad and, you know, all of that. But they had that huge warehouse sale and I'm like, I'm going to have a look. I'm going to see what's there. And I found 4 things. Well, I found 3 things. I doubled up. Actually, I found 2 things and I doubled up on both of them. But anyway, I wanted to share them with you. So let me just take everything out of the box and get the box out of the way. It's not one of the pretty Kikki K boxes. It wasn't wrapped in like pretty Kikki K paper, but that's okay. Like, I imagine they had a lot of things going out of their warehouse that week. So, I don't have there wasn't like a pick slip or like a receipt in the box, like the receipts in my emails. So what I'm going to do, as I'm showing you over here, I'm going to put the full price and then what I paid with the sale, because, you know, it's always good to know what's going on. So I grabbed 2 of the wallet / travel purse things, and then I grabbed 2 lots of the conversation starters. So let's do those first. So these are exactly the same, they're just different shapes, and they are conversation starters with a Christmassy theme. So I used to be an English teacher, and so I always like conversation starters. I don't work necessarily as a teacher anymore. I'm more in education admin, like, you know, leadership, education leadership, let's put it that way. But I still like buy resources because I do teaching every now and again, and I fill in gaps and that sort of stuff. So I thought, you know, these are really cute for, you know, the end of the year, you know, doing oracy activities or, you know, public speaking activities, and that's fine. So these ones are gingerbread, and they are things like, who do you admire? Describe the kindest thing you've ever seen someone do. If you could wake up tomorrow with a new skill or talent, what would you choose? When was the last time you helped someone? How? What does Christmas mean to you? What are you most looking forward to next year? What is a highlight from this year? Name 3 things you're grateful for. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Describe how someone has helped you recently. I'm happiest when. What would you like to do more of next year? Who are you most grateful for? If you could travel anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would you go? If you could describe the past 12 months using one word, what would it be? Lockdown. Sorry. I live in Victoria. We've got like the longest lockdown in the world. It's still going. Compliment the person next to you. What are the greatest challenges you've faced this year? What's the kindest thing anyone has ever done for you? What's a goal or dream you'd like to achieve next year? If you could change one thing about the world to make it a better place, what would it be? What is one thing you've learnt about yourself this year? Who would you like to thank? Do you have a favorite Christmas tradition? If so, what is it? This one's got a little tear in it, but that's okay. You can't see it from the other side, but you can see it here. That's all right. What has been your favorite thing about today? And my 3 Christmas wishes are, and I think they're really great. I mean, they're supposed to be conversation starters for like family Christmas dinners and that sort of stuff. I like my extended family individually. When you put them all together, they sort of, I mean, pack mentality comes out, and it's a bit scary. But I think they're going to be really useful, you know, especially around talking in groups and with people and that sort of stuff. So the Christmas trees are exactly the same. They've got the same questions and prompts and stuff, but they're just a different design. So I grabbed both of those. Their recommended retail price in Australia is $9.99. I paid this amount. So yeah, I thought they were really useful. Thought they were great teaching resources. Even though I'm not like teaching every day anymore, I'm still teaching and I'm still buying resources because, you know, we work as a big team. So I grabbed next, take a breath, Amy. I don't know why I'm so worked up. Anyway. I grabbed 2 of the wallets. So I grabbed the green, sorry, it's Time. So soft touch continental wallet with zip, SGNTR, don't know what that means. Time, which is a really soft, like suede feel. And I grabbed the same wallet in pink leather, or sorry, blush leather. Leather? I don't know if it's real leather. It doesn't really bother me if it's not. Okay, so they're the same, like they're the same product. They're just a different material. The leather feel one, oh, maybe it is real leather. I'm not sure. It's marking up like real leather. I think that's me. I might have, no, I don't have ink on my hands. I don't know. Maybe I have ink on my desk. Maybe. I have to clean my desk. Is a bit squarer in the corners, whereas this one's very round. I think that's just the material. The Time one has gold hardware. Let me take this off so you can't see it because it's annoying me. And the blush one has rose gold hardware. So let me get that out of the way. Yeah, so rose gold. And I think that's gorgeous. So personally, I think this one is my favorite just to look at. I was really worried about this. Like, I'm worried about how the suede fabric's going to wear. Like, I'm worried that it's going to mark up really quickly. I don't know, like I'm not sure. Maybe it is fine, but it just has that feel like it's going to mark up really quickly, like it's going to get scratched and that sort of stuff, which isn't the end of the world. Hang on. Sorry, little sneezing fit just over here. Yeah, so I'm a bit worried that it's going to get marked up. I mean, that could be part of the look. Like, it might have like that beaten, worn feeling like you get with some TNs. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. I also wasn't really convinced on the color when I saw it on the website. It is much nicer in person. So that's good because I was a bit worried it would be like too green. Let me open it up. So inside it is part purse, part travel wallet. So you could use it for either. I'll just take this out of the way. That's been protecting the zip. So when you open it up, it does lay nearly flat. So let me show you. It kind of lays like that. So it's nearly flat. But it's not quite. Like, I imagine that if you used it enough, you probably could get it to lay flat. And it's just the material isn't used to it yet. So it has a secretarial pocket here with the how to care for it. Wipe with a damp cloth. Okay, that tells me how to look after it. It has 3 card pockets here that are unfinished. Well, I suppose that's the look. Like, it's supposed to be quite, I don't know, there's probably a word to describe it, but you know, it's like an unfinished cut. It's fine. It looks actually really good. Yeah. And then on this side, you have a pen loop here. I was a bit disappointed that these, like, it's not a pocket here, but I get it. Then you have 6 card pockets here. So you've got like the leather. I'm sorry about the background sounds. I'm just turning around looking like, oh, I wonder what they're doing. Sorry. Yeah, so you've got the pocket, so it's just cut into the material, and then you've got cloth on the inside, which is really cool. There's like plenty of space. It's really, I don't think I've got a business card here from a company to show you, but it's like it feels quite spacious, like it would be easy. I'm just looking around to make sure I don't have like any business cards or anything near me, sorry. Which is really cool. Actually, I do quite like that. There's a lot of space in there, so you could use it as a purse or whatever. Then you've got a coin or a zip pocket, and it's lined with the fabric. It's not finished beautifully on the inside. I don't know if you can see that, like it's got like glue, but really like you're not going to see it, so not huge. And then you've got a big pocket at the back with where it connects to the pen loop. And you could get heaps of stuff in there, like planner stuff or money, like depending on what you want to use it for. And then on the back, you've got a pocket, which I think if you use this as a travel wallet, you could put like your ticket in there. Do people still get tickets? I don't fly all that often. I don't reckon I've, been on a plane in 10 years. Not a big fan of flying. Not a big fan of travel. But yeah, so like you could fit stuff in there easily. I bought this with the idea that maybe I could use it to replace my TN cover for my Hobonichi weeks. It's not that I don't love this, it's in my bag and it's getting a bit beaten up, and like I don't love it like I thought I would, which is a bit disappointing. Like I think it's fantastic, but I don't love it, which is fine. Like really, you can do what you want with planners, to be honest. So that's why I'm like, oh, I'm a bit disappointed there isn't like a space there. But like you could easily, I'm going to use this bit. You could easily slide your planner in on this side and then flip it open. Like there's nothing wrong with that. It is a bit taller than my, I'm just picking this up off the floor. It's a bit taller than my Hobonichi Weeks cover. Anyway, I'm just going to, that's fine. You'd put your pen loop, your pen in here. The pen loop's a bit stiff, which you would expect from a brand new wallet. Just gonna get that through there. Like, I mean, I don't know if I'd personally put the pen loop on the inside, and maybe I would just like store my pen here. But maybe if you, whatever, you just put your pen there and zip it up. Like it's fine. Yep. So yeah, and so that's like this year's Hobonichi, which is a bit packed with stickers. I had the soft cover because I just used to chuck it in my bag before I put a cover over it. And then like I've got one of the Kinball Hobonichis that I was planning on using next year because I wasn't convinced I was going to use a Hobonichi Weeks. So I just picked this up somewhere. Didn't cost me a lot, all that sort of stuff. And that fits in really nicely as well. Goes quite nicely with the blue green. And again, it'll zip up fine. I don't know if the hardcover is going to be an issue. I'm not sure once I, fill it full of stickers. But you really could put any sort of notebook in here if you wanted to use it as a planner cover. This is a Hobonichi size TN insert from Planners Anonymous that I was like playing with stickers in a different shaped planner, which was really sweet. Like, hang on. It's fine. It fits nicely. You could easily put that in there as like a little notebook. I mean, it is somewhat backwards, but then like that probably doesn't bother. Like it doesn't hugely bother me. I mean, I don't know if I could just put it in on one piece of paper. Like, that's certainly not the end of the world. Like, you could get it to work. And really, that's a nice way to use it. So you could, like, use Hobonichi inserts, or you could use, like, whatever. You could use whatever sort of inserts you wanted if you wanted to use it as a planner cover. You could easily use it as a purse. Like, it's probably a really nice size purse, especially if you have, like, a lot of stuff. I've seen people put their phones in. Like I use my phone to film, so I can't really do that. Here is something similar to my phone, which is my portable battery or, whatever. And that fits in nicely and like it zips up nicely. So you could easily use this like to replace a handbag, which is something I probably will consider with one of these because I am not a huge fan of carrying a handbag if I'm just going into shops like during the week while I'm working because I have a big work bag. You can't see how big it is because you can't see my hands on the camera, but it's like big because I have to carry heaps of stuff for work. So that's the time coloured one. Now, it was $59.99 before the sale, and it was this price after the sale. And I think that's actually a really good price. I probably wouldn't have paid $59.99, but I was quite happy to pay this price, clearly. But no, it's really nice, and it's got like a little bit of a bend to it, which is good. Now, this is the blush one. The blush one was $69.99, so it was more. So then during the sale, it came down to this. And I and ahed, like it's got a mark on it already, and I don't know if that came from me. Anyway, but it was in plastic, so maybe it did come from me. Anyway, my desk isn't dirty. Anyway, and I'm still like, I was umming and ahhing over if I got both or if I just got this one because this was a bit more expensive. And so it's pretty much exactly the same. Actually, it is exactly the same. I'm just going to take that out. It also has bits that aren't beautifully finished, but all the bits you can see are nice. But there's a couple of little bits like, just like the leather, like how, you know, when leather's cut, it sometimes like fluffs out a bit, like there's a bit of that. The card pockets are just as deep, same design, they're just cut. So they're not necessarily finished. They are a bit neater in the leather than they are in the softer material. I mean, just because like that's how material is. That being said, like they both look really nice. So there's that. Again, cloth inside, pen loop, which is really stiff, which it starts with. All of these are the same. There are a couple little bits that, you know, you would need to work with to get them to sit. It's a bit stiffer, like the cards would clearly, like they'll go in, there's plenty of space, but it's just, it feels a bit stiffer, which again is the difference in the material. The zip, it's the same. The gold hardware looks really good against the blush. Like I said, there's a couple of bits that don't look really beautifully finished, but you know what? You don't see those. And it's probably just like, that's how it works. And I'm cool with that. And again, you've got the pocket at the back. I feel like this one's also going to get marked up really quickly. Like there's a couple of bits here. That's finishing glue, which I'll be able to get off really quickly. But like I've just been holding this and playing with it and showing you, and it's already starting to mark up a bit. So I'm just looking at the cleaning requirements on the inside. Wipe with a damp cloth. Okay, well I can do that. And it's made out of polyester. So, oh no, hang on. Outer leather, lining, polyester and cotton. Well, that's cool. I imagine like some of these bits are polyester, like on the inside to give it some stiffness. So yeah, you just wipe it clean. It is leather. Is this one leather as well? I need to look now. No, so the outer on this one is polyurethane. Yeah, I'm trying to sound it out in my head and it's not working. So that's fine. Like it's beautiful and soft and it will wear differently than this one. I'm going to wipe this down and see how it goes. I don't know if it's dust or if there's like residue on my desk. I'm wiping my hand over it and there's no dust, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just naturally attracting dirt. To look at, I like this one. Like it's really pretty. I like the rose gold hardware. Like I really like rose gold. As in accessories, I'm thinking out loud going, oh yeah, I really like rose gold. I don't like rose gold jewelry. I don't like rose gold foil, but I like rose gold accessories. Again, this is about the same size as my phone. It fits in quite nicely. You'll be able to zip it up. So I'll probably end up turning this into my purse. So moving everything out of my current purse into here, which is good because my current purse is actually one of my mum's. And I borrowed it for something because it was really thin and narrow, like it was, and it was leather, so it like bent nicely because my other one was like a big bulky one. So I probably should return that so I can turn this into my purse, which is really nice. Like, it's the perfect size to like carry around. I wonder if my phone would fit in here. Like, your phone would fit in the back as well, and that's another way of doing it. Like, if you're going to be getting it in and out fairly frequently. So yes. Anyway, so that's my mini Kikki K haul. And like, oh, I'm really excited for Kikki K stuff again. I saw some of the Paper Lover books and I'm like, oh, I should have got those. But again, I wasn't 100% that Time was a collection that I would love. And they didn't have like, the front cover of the Paper Lover book was like Time. So I'm like, I don't know what the back is it, because you know how they have like the two sides. And I don't have a Paper Lovers book to grab out and show you, but I didn't know it was on the back. I don't know if it was like the blush collection or whatever. I don't know. Did I put the blush price? Anyway, here it is. If I didn't, I'll probably just do it again. So yeah. Anyway, my little haul, it's fantastic. I really like it. I'm really glad that I grabbed something from Kikki K, because I was a bit worried that like they would disappear and I would never have that opportunity to buy from Kikki K again. But you know, they found a buyer, which is really good, which will help them. And you know, like, it's one of the very few stationery stores in Australia that you can go into. Like, we've got Officeworks, but that's like big brand stuff. And Kikki K was kind of like the niche planner place. And I'd hate to see it go. So anyway, Kikki K haul, it's gorgeous. I love it. These are so cool. I'm really looking forward to turning this one into my purse and maybe this one into a planner, like planner holder, or I don't know. I haven't really decided. But yeah, and it's really cool. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more. You'll see me turn one of these into a planner holder at least for a little while early next year, because you know why the planner stays really thin. Probably with this one, but I haven't 100% decided. I may go and buy new Hobonichi Weeks. I haven't decided. So, you know, I've got time. The end of the year isn't here yet. Thank you. Thank you, end of the year having not arrived yet. Anyway, it's been fantastic to see you. You can find me over on Instagram at Amy's Planner. I'd love to see you across there as well. And I'll see you next time. Bye.